Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. Here is the subject to present you, that is microeconomics, that is lecture 1. Now, first of all, we will discuss what is the origin of economics. Economics is the social science that studies production, distribution, consumption of goods and services. What does it mean? There are two types of sciences: natural sciences and social sciences. Natural sciences is that which is concerned with the natural phenomena which are studied under chemistry, physics, biology and other subjects. But the social science considers humans as the main agents. The science which is concerned with humans is known as social science. It studies production, means how the goods will be produced; distribution, how they will be distributed among the members or among the citizens of the country, and it is also discussed under economics that how these goods and services will be consumed by them. The term economics comes from the Greek word oikos, means house, and nomos, means custom or law. So, the term economics means rules or laws of household. Now, we will describe what is economics by the definition. By the definition, economics is social science that studies production, distribution, consumption of goods and services. Economics mainly focuses on the behavior and interaction of economic agents and how economies work. Who are economic agents? Economic agents are those who are involved in the processes of production, distribution and consumption. More will be described later on, but for the simplicity, these are the people in the country in an economy. Okay. Now, what is the importance of economics? It has importance because it is used to describe how to distribute resources. It is used to describe how to achieve social efficiency. It tells or it gives info to make informed choices. It gives forecast for economy. It tells us how to fix market failure. It tells it tells how to understand the customer behavior or how to make opportunity cost of decisions. Now, some basic concept to understand economics are scarcity of resources. What is scarcity of resources? It means that we have unlimited demands. The demands are for goods and services. These demands are for human beings, which are usually their desires. The desire is what which satisfy the human. In short, scarcity of resources means that we have unlimited demands, and to satisfy these demands, we have very limited resources. These the limited resources, or the more easy word is that scarcity of resources. It is described as this. Now, the second main or basic concept is firm or business. A firm or business is any entity whose aim is to earn maximum profit. These are the simple organization. Factors of production. Factors of production will be discussed later afterwards, but here is a small introduction of the factors of production. These are the factors which are used to produce goods and services. These are land, labor, capital and organization. Now, the main or major concept is sectors of society. The sector of society has one sector, that is market. The second sector, household, consumers, whose objective is to earn maximum satisfactions. The third one is firm or business. These are the producers of goods and services. Their objective is to earn maximum profit. They both meet in the market. What is market? A market is a place where consumer and producer meet together and exchange their goods. There are two types of market. Input market for farm means for farm there is a different market. They purchase goods and services from them. Which goods? Those goods which are intermediaries. They purchase them, they evaluate them, and then they made them into finished goods, and then these goods go into finished goods market. Finished good market is for consumers, from where they purchase goods and services. Now, Activity flow chart. What is activity flow chart? In activity flow chart, we describe how the economic activities take place, who are the economic agents in this, and how the money is revolving among all the members, and how the factors of production are playing their role. So, the main and the most important core sector is government. Government controls all the sectors and all the activities. The others are firm and consumers, and there are two markets from where they interact. In input market, they interact as shown in the diagram by the arrows, that the consumers, the households, they give land, labor and capital to input market, and then the input market give them to the firm. The firm make goods and services, and give them to finished good markets. Then finished good market gives these goods and services to consumers. In return to these goods and services, the consumers made expenditures in finished good markets, and finished good market give revenue to firm. After collecting revenue from the finished good markets, the firm pays the cost for land, labor, and capital to input markets. Then input markets give money, or we can say income, to the consumers. Then the consumers use this income to make expenditures on goods and services, and this cycle goes on and on, and all these and this cycle is controlled by the government and in centralized economies. Thank you.